Hello, I'm Christophe. So I'm senior manager at EVS working on MediaCeption solution, which are all the solutions related to production asset management. So today I'm here to talk about our synergies and integration in between our production asset management and newsroom system. And especially today about Octopus integration in between with VMAP and IP Director. So our story in between Octopus and EVS started 10 years ago with a big newsroom in Singapore called MediaCorp. So at that time, we were focusing on multilingual ways to share the story from Octopus. So since then, actually, we have improved a lot our synergies, as I said, in between Octopus, VMAP, and IP Director by doing much faster workflow and use cases, by doing the digital first with the story-centric workflow. So today, with the use case I'm going to show you, we'll be focusing on the rundown-centric workflow. So here you see the newsroom system, so Octopus and RCS. And what I'm going to do, actually, I will create a rundown. And what I'm going to do, actually, I will open the rundown and I will synchronize this rundown through MOS to my IP Director playout control. So what I'm going to do also, I will take one of those stories and I will create a placeholder. And by creating this placeholder, actually, it will create an Adobe project and an Adobe sequence, which are empty, so that from VMAP, an editor or journalist could take over the ownership of this sequence. So here I'm showing the VMAP, and what you can see, actually, you see that the MOS and Octopus has created two things, an Adobe project and an Adobe sequence. Now, if you jump to IP Director, you will see that we also have been creating a playlist, an EB role playlist, which is correspond to the rundown created in Octopus. So then I can drag and drop this playlist into my IP Director AB role playlist management. All the elements are still missing. Why? Because we are at the beginning of the day, so these are all placeholders. So now I jump to Adobe, and you see that directly from the VIA-Link panel, which is nothing else than an access inside Adobe to the VMAP database. So you see that you can retrieve the Adobe project on the left side, and then you see that there is also an empty sequence, which corresponds to the story I created inside Octopus. So now what I'm going to do, I will play the role of a journalist or an editor, and I will start editing. So I will just simply take two shots. So now I jump to the VIA-Link importer, which is a panel inside VMAP, and then I will select a few shots. So then I'm going to take one first shot, an in and out, a quick subclip. I will drop it directly in my sequence. I will do the same for another shot. So here, a shot from the European Parliament, so plenary session of last year. So I put an in, out, and then I drop in my sequence. And when I'm ready with my sequence, I just go to the VIA-Link exporter and I select the target. Here, what the target will do, actually the first step of the target will be to launch Adobe Media Encoder in order to render the sequence as a flattened file. The second step of the workflow will be to just restore it to the playout server. So here you see that in Adobe Media Encoder, you have the first step, which is the rendering of the sequence itself. And then I'm going to jump to VMAP, so the web-based UI, in order to see the progress of the entire workflow. So I go to do so, I go to ViaTrace, and then you see in ViaTrace that all the workflow of my system are monitored. And here you see that the restore to the playout server is still in progress. That means that I can then jump directly to IP Director, and then what you will see actually in the rundown that you have created in Octopus, which corresponds to a playlist, you will see that this element, which is actually being restored on the playout server, will become queued. So that means it's ready to be played out. So I'm going to start the playout on the A channel, and then I'm ready to do the broadcast. So as I said, so we started 10 years ago with Octopus and EVS to start working on those workflow. And then we added more evolution. So evolution like being able to browse VMAP, being able to create story-centric workflow. So again, by speeding up the way to publish to all the different channels, including obviously the linear channel. So Last but not least, I would say if you want to learn more about all those integration in between EVS and newsroom integration, go and visit us at NAB. We are located at the south lower floor, so please join us to have a chat and to have a full demo. Thank you.